What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be carrying on from this epic build that we've been doing over the last few videos. I got Dan today with me, who's behind that tree right there. I came up here a couple days ago and tried to ride them, and the corners are way too tight and sketchy. Should we do it? Let's just commit. Oh my god, it's way too tight. I thought I was going over the bars then. They're too tight. Oh my god, that's not going to happen. There's no way that's happening. I've made them too tight. So we're going to be looking at trying to make them a bit more rideable. I've got my bike with me down there, so we're going to take a look and see if we can make it a bit more rideable. I probably should have been riding them as I built them so that it would be a little less like I've done loads of work and now need to change it, but it shouldn't be too hard to fix, so should be pretty good. So as you can see from that footage that I got when I came and tested it here, this is too steep to come into this small corner, so I'm considering making it more of an angle. So you come in, take this berm at a slightly gentler angle, and then this is going to probably need to be pushed down towards the trees just so you have a bit more space to get round, because when I was building it I didn't really consider the length of a bike which is pretty important. So you come out of it and yeah, if it would be pushed down that way, you'd have a couple more feet in it and it should be more rideable, and you can still come up. And then we're going to look at doing the next berm as well. As we've already got all the dirt, it should be relatively easy to just push it around and re-sculpt it. Also guys, a small percentage of the people that watch my videos actually subscribe to my channel, so if you end up enjoying this video, consider giving me a sub, getting on the adventure. We're going to do loads more building like this, loads of sick riding after lockdown. So we're going to start by pushing this berm back to this tree. Should widen it out a bit, make it a bit more rideable. It's looking so much better, it's just having the little bit more to it. Still going to be sketchy, but hopefully a bit more rideable. Well, hopefully rideable full stop. First time building in the snow. Is it raining now? No, it is snowing still. Let's see it from this angle. Yeah, so much better. But it's looking infinitely better. I still think it could do with moving over more towards this tree like this, but it's coming together so sick. So we're now going to build this bit up so it's level with the rest of it. So Dan's building it up at the back. Just dug out a massive stone and put it here, but it rolled down onto the next section. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to get the right perspective so it looks so much better, man. It's still so tight though, dude. Yeah. But you're gonna have to come up here. It'll be alright, I think. It's just gonna take full commitment, I think. So Dan's dug up all of this soil and it's now going to get stacked on the back of the berm. and Dan's gonna focus on this bit just here, because you'd come out the corner, it kind of drops away a little bit. No, I know. A lot of snow. It's got a way higher point on it now, which is pretty cool. It just needs beating in. Looks so good though. So much better. Bit more practical now. So like I did before, it just needs patting with the shovel. Give it some beef. Looks so sick now. Infinitely better. So I think this line's a little too adventurous coming straight down into this. This isn't necessarily the problem. We kind of worked out that this route here, as I was intending on riding over it originally, is not really going to be that possible. And because you get forced over to the right here, you have to take such a tight line into this berm. So what we're going to do is call it a day, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and carry on this video, and I'm basically going to cut a new line in across here, so you can come in on the high line and you actually miss out these routes, and then you can come into this berm straight on, and it'll be a lot better hopefully, which would be really cool, I hope. So let's cut to tomorrow. So guys, it's another day. I've come back up to the woods and we're going to do what I've just said. I've brought my saw with me. It's probably super blunt now, but we're going to get rid of these lopped, fallen down trees here, because they're in the way of the new line that I'm proposing, where you come down over here and into this berm. Unfortunately, if I can get up to here, unfortunately I think this berm's going to have to be put on a back seat for now, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be completely disregarded, and there's always options for other lines and linking onto other stuff. So it was just good practice, but these are going to have to come out of the way, and then we'll start looking at a more gradual line. And the reason we're doing that is because coming down here and smashing into this berm, I lost all of my speed, whereas if you cut across gradually, it's more of a friendly way to then enter this berm that we've built up in this episode. So let's just get to it, get the saw on these fallen trees. Okay, so now those branches have gone, we've also got rid of a couple dead branches that were just up here. So now you'll be able to come close to this tree, across here, down into the berm, and it'll be a lot more gradual than just boom. It's got to be a bit more accessible, as you saw from the clips at the start of this video, that it was just so hard to ride that it was just a bit pointless. So hopefully this works a little bit better. So now all I need to do is go up there, start chopping and working out where the line should go. It looks like there's some meaty roots which will add to the fun, and then have to work out how to get into the berm here. It's looking sick now. The rain's had the opportunity to bed it in a bit more. I think it needs some more patting with shovels. There you go. So from up here you can see how it'll be a bit easier to go straight into the corner. Doesn't show it too great, but it's a way more gradual line into it, and it's actually managed to bank this drop, which is quite good. Let's have a look further up. Yeah, that looks so much better. So I'm in two minds about what to do now, because just stacking the earth here doesn't help, it just falls down the side. But it's so tight between, I don't know if you can really see it, but that's way too tight. I think the option is that it comes straight and you have to come in just before the holly bush, because yeah, it's a bit tight here. Like trying to get past that tree. Not the place you want to clip a bar end, that's for sure. But I'm thinking if you came from here, whoa, I'm falling. If you came from here, like ride down into here, you got a much more straight line, less likely to clip the bars. Like this. Still so sketchy. And it's annoying because you could just chop this bit out, but you can't because the roots are so big and they're kind of in the way. But for now, I'm gonna sort out this bit so it's more gradual into the corner, and it's good because you can carry the berm into the bank a little bit here. So it's looking so sick now. Got a proper line into the corner and everything. And I've also had a bit of a brainwave, and I got the longer one so it wedges under that root and then kind of just clings onto all the stuff up there. And I'm just going to fill it, and hopefully that will give some support. But all of this seems to be supporting quite well once it gets rained on. So rain is in abundance at the moment as well. That already. What I've been doing is using the shovel and just cutting a platform out as well, and using that to stack over like I have with everything else. It's looking good. It's looking epic. It's going to need some work, I'm sure. It might need revising. It's so soft on this side, but as I said, usually the rain does some good. I think the line looks a lot better now as well, which is decent. Dropping in, going straight down. Oh, not for when you're walking, obviously. Dropping in, going straight through here, keeping your bars out of the way. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then you come into the corner. It looks so cool though. Made some really good progress today again. Just smashing it out. Gonna need some work obviously, but everything does. Just gonna be a little tight in here. And you come in through here and then smash straight into this berm. It's such a better setup. So in the next video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at this and working out how to make it better. We've already discussed slightly that it needs to be just pushed that way a lot, basically against that tree, and then it will be a lot more forgiving, I think. So it's a bit of a shame to have taken this berm apart and eventually take these two apart as well, but I think the whole point of these builds is to be a learning curve and maybe help you guys work out what not to do the first time round, like I've done. And I've got all the dirt to use. It's not a biggie, and I'm outside and making these videos, and hopefully you guys are enjoying them. Let me know what you think. But yeah, how epic does it look now? So the original line came down here, around here, and into this corner that's way too tight, but now we come across the top, more gradual, into the berm, round, and into the next one. I think it would be so much better, but we will see. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a like, let me know in the comments what you think, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell button next to that as well, that notifies you when I post a video. Generally helps me out quite a lot. Coming up are some recommended videos from me from all the other videos I've made, and I'll catch you next time guys. Cheers for tuning in.